Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And this video, I want to give a shout out to the, I would say, websites that have kept it strong in carrying retro game ROMs. The purpose of this video is just to give, just to say rest in peace to two sites that I've used to download excuse me, retro gaming ROMs. ROMs for, or games for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Game Gear, TurboGrafx 16. If you're OG like me, video game OG like me, you know about those game systems. Those games that you play for those older systems were some of the best games that you can play, as a gamer. And so, like I said, I've owned a lot of games. I mean, a ton of games. Ask my mom. I spent countless dollars on games, especially role-playing games such as Phantasy Star, made by Sega. So, there were sites that, housed a lot of those retro games, and because of copyright infringement, and it's understandable. Like I said, if you own a game, you don't like for people to distribute your games for free when you can basically make money off of those older games. So I completely understand the major companies that want a lot of these sites to be shut down. So I completely understand that. So don't get me wrong. I understand the flow of business. If I was the business myself, of course I would. I wouldn't necessarily want places to shut down, but I wouldn't want people to get my money. So I completely understand big time companies that want their money because they're the ones that made the games, own the rights to the games, and for people to distribute games for free, without the company's consent, I completely understand that decision. And so there's a lot of sites, and even torrent sites, that are being shut down because of them distributing stuff to the public for free. So one particular site that I've used, Love ROMs. I would say maybe a couple of weeks ago, I was looking for an older game that I could play on one of my systems that plays retro games. Actually, I was using my Galaxy S9 to play my retro games. So I was looking for a particular game and went to Love ROMs and saw this little message. And it basically says, if you can't really see it, Love ROMs has been shut down. Bam! Out of the blue, no warning, just bam, done. I'm sitting here like, what the smack? Because this was a really good site to get a lot of cool games. So they got shut down real quick. So saying to myself, hey, where can I get my games? And Love ROMs was not the only place that I got games. One of the main places, and this site here has been housing retro games for pretty much 18 years. MU Paradise. Now this place here, even though it has ads and stuff, so that's what it says, please don't use an ad blocker because the ads, generate revenue, blah, 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 say. That's how Google got its riches. So this place housed a lot of ROMs for a lot of different games, game systems. And so you click on ROMs ISO, so they have these consoles, your Atari 2600, 7800, Atari Jaguar, Capcom Play System, so that's arcade. Sega Naomi, that's arcade. Sega 32X, a lot of different game systems. Handhelds, Atari Lynx. Yeah, you're definitely OG if you know about the Lynx. Bandai WonderSwan, that's made in Japan. PSP, a lot of different game systems, so there was a lot of ROMs on this system. On this website. But when I went to, let's say for example, I usually go to Sega Genesis. It's one of the best systems I ever played. So I went to here and wanted to download Sonic the Hedgehog. One of the best games ever. Direct download. I saw something that kind of got me sad. It says here, it says we are preparing your download, but it says right under here, this game is unavailable. And I'm like, what? What do you mean game is unavailable? And there's a question mark right next to it. Click the question mark. Got this little message. Actually, it's not that little, but still. This message basically says they are no longer housing ROMs on the site. So the big time companies, and I ain't gonna name no companies, so these big time companies are going to these ROM sites and they're saying, yo, if you don't cease and desist, we're gonna sue you for everything you got. And I completely understand why you would, if you owned the site, got rid of all your ROMs because you don't want to owe anybody anything. You want to keep what you got. So I understand that. So these ROM sites are shutting down. Now there's still a couple more out there, and there might be some being made to counteract the shutting down, especially the older ones, because this was well maintained and it had a lot of games that you couldn't find anywhere. So with MU Paradise shutting down, with Love ROM shutting down, you're saying to yourself, where can I get games? So if you really want to get games before this site shuts down, I'll just give you one site that I am using that does have some games but doesn't have every game. So go to ROM Hustler, romhustler.net, or just type ROM Hustler. I think you can type it without a space in between ROM and Hustler. But to be specific, just type in romhustler.net in your search engine. You get to here. Got a little devil on the top left corner. If you see that, then that means you're on the right site. If you don't see that, don't click on anything on that site. You might get some malware or whatnot. But this has ads, it has a little countdown and stuff, but it has a nice number of ROMs. So my suggestion, get them, save them on a HHD, or even, for me, an SSD. Save them for yourself so that just in case this place gets shut down, at least you have your games, on your hard drive to put on your devices whenever you feel. So my suggestion, get to downloading, because that's what I've been doing all day, so that I can have my ROMs whenever I need them. So you heard it here on my channel. These sites are shutting down. You've already heard about torrent sites being shut down. So if you have a good torrent site, like I do, which I won't tell you about because I don't want that site to shut down, find whatever you can, save your links to your sites, download all day, all night, and save them on your hard drive, whatever hard drives you got, so that you can keep your own personal cache, so that you can have your retro games. Because there may be games that you want to play that you might not find in the eShop for Nintendo Switch, for example. So if you're a lover of retro games, go to ROM Hustler. I implore you to go here, download your games, and as you can see, there's a lot of different consoles that you can download for: Ataris, Game Boys, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PSP, Sega CD, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 60, a lot of different game systems. I suggest you get to downloading before this gets shut down, and then you're crying because you saw the video, but you did not start downloading, and you're like, oh, TechOG, can you find another site? Nope, you find it. So, if you like the video, like the information, definitely leave a thumbs up. Tell your friends about my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Actually, I got a postscript, got a PS before I tell you to enjoy or see you in my next video. Let me tell you one more site. Bonus. I usually don't do bonuses. This is my first bonus. Another site that has retro games is called Free ROMs. This is freeroms.com. And it's HTTPS, so, it's kind of protected. So this has a lot of different retro games for a lot of retro game systems. Nintendo Entertainment System, for example. So it has things in alphabetical order. So let's say you want to put look for Contra. And here it is. When you do click on it, let me tell you this real quick, because this site can have malware. So don't just click on anything like a lot of people do. So when you click on the name, it does say download. Don't click that. That is not the download for the ROM. You see right here where it has a little countdown? This is where the actual game is. You see where it says alternative download link? Don't click that. Wait for the countdown. Click on this direct link that just popped up. So it's like maybe what, 10, 15 seconds you gotta wait? Wait the seconds. Click on direct download. There's the game right there. Boom, shakalaka. Free ROMs. Get them here before it gets shut down. The download speed is pretty impeccable. So get them here. Get them from ROM Hustler. Take your pick. And enjoy your retro games while you still have a chance to get them. Unless you want to go through Nintendo Switch and get them through the eShop, or however else you can want to get them through your consoles, your PS4 or whatnot. You can do it that way, but great way right here. Like I said, save them onto your hard drive so you can have them for yourself. And that's just advice from Tech OG. So if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.